Hey everyone, I want to encourage you today with this comforting thought. The Lord Himself will fight for you. He will fight your battles, especially the battles that you're not ready to fight. In Isaiah 42:13, it talks about how God is a mighty warrior. He is so powerful and so strong, and He is happy to show up and be that mighty warrior when we need Him to be. Not only is God a mighty, ferocious, powerful warrior, He's also called His sons and daughters to be mighty warriors themselves. In Romans 13:12, it talks about this armor of light that we've been given. And then Paul himself goes on in Ephesians 6 to describe this armor of light that we've been given. So surely God will not equip us with this fantastic, amazing armor if we were not meant to be mighty warriors. This story in Exodus, where the Israelites are leaving Egypt after hundreds of years of slavery and walking into freedom, walking to the promised land, is an interesting one to study when you're thinking of this idea of God being a mighty warrior and making His children mighty warriors, and that when He recognizes that His children are not ready to fight, that He will step up and fight for them. You see, the pathway from Egypt to Canaan, this promised land, had Philistines in the way. Philistines had historically been a difficulty for the Israelites, the children of God, and would often give them trouble. So God knows that for the Israelites to pass through to get to Canaan, they're going to have to go through these Philistine camps. And the Philistines aren't going to just let them pass through peacefully. There's going to be a fight. But He knows that His Israelites, that His children have been in slavery for a long, long time. And He knows they have this poverty, slave mentality, and they have not seen God as a mighty warrior and have not come to identify and realize that they too have been made to be mighty warriors. And so He knows if they face a battle at this point, they're going to fail. And so, because God is a loving and good Father, He instructs Moses to go the long way around to get to Canaan, to avoid these Philistine camps so that they don't have to fight the battle that they're not ready for. But you see, God wants to show the Israelites that He is this mighty warrior. Because when they can trust and go from here to here, really owning and believing that God is a mighty warrior, then they will begin to see themselves as the mighty warriors that God has made them to be. Because God identified and said to the Israelites, I am. And whatever He was saying, I am, He was inviting them in to be as well. And He does the same with us. He says, I am a mighty warrior, and I am inviting you into being a mighty warrior too. So He tells Moses, look, I'm going to trap you guys. And the Israelites are probably going to freak out. They're going to think that their end has come. But I'm doing this because I'm going to deliver you, and I'm going to show myself. I'm going to prove myself to you and the Israelites that I am a mighty warrior. What's interesting is that He doesn't instruct Moses to give the Israelites a play-by-play. This is what He tells Moses to say. We pick this up in Exodus 14, verse 13. But Moses told the people, don't be afraid. Just stand where you are and watch, and you will see the wonderful way the Lord will rescue you today. The Egyptians you are looking at, you will never see them again. The Lord will fight for you. You won't need to lift a finger. And so God is promising to wipe out the enemy, to be the mighty warrior for them. And all He's doing is asking them to stand right in the middle of this potential battle and watch as He delivers them. And then He does. He says, go, and Moses stretches out his hand over the water's part where they were once trapped by what they thought was the sea trapping them, and then the Egyptian army, the enemy coming after them, so they're trapped on both sides, nowhere to run. And then God makes a way where there was no way, right? He parts the water, they go through, they get safely over to the other side. The enemy is in hot pursuit, gets about halfway across the parted waters, and God closes the water in on the enemy and destroys them. And listen to what the Israelites are then able to declare after they stood in this battle and watched as God fought for them. In verse 15 of Exodus, or chapter 15, verse 3 in Exodus, it says, they are singing this declaration over what has just happened, proclaiming the truth of who God is. And they say, the Lord is a warrior. Yes, Jehovah is his name. So it is through this that they're able to see God for who he is, this mighty warrior, and begin to believe in who they are. And I want to encourage you today with this truth. God is a mighty warrior, and he has made you to be a mighty warrior. He has equipped you perfectly with armor of light to fight any battle. But you can trust that when you're not ready for the battle, he will fight for you. He will show and wait till you go from here to here, knowing that he's a mighty warrior. So you will believe it of yourself. You will believe that you are a mighty warrior too. So the battles you don't need to worry about, because the ones that you're ready for, you will fight and you will have victory. But the ones that you're not ready for, he will fight for you. So my encouragement is to stand up, mighty warrior. Put on your armor of light. Shine bright in the darkness. Know your God and know yourself. Your God is a mighty warrior, and he has made you a mighty warrior. Be blessed.